welcome to a new segment called Flipper Frank Reviews, soon to be the greatest, most popular toy review channel ever. Why? Because this is a place for the fans and the flippers. That's right. Fans and the flippers, we need each other. All right? We're like Batman and the Joker. We're like the yin and the yang. It's the circle of life. There's this school of thought that flippers are this bad thing. Flippers are not a bad thing. Flippers get stuff to the fans, and the fans need them from the flippers. It's like we both live off each other's lifeblood. Lucky for you, I'm both the fan and a flipper, and I'm gonna be making these videos for you. And why is that? See, for too long, you have been bored to death with toy reviews after toy reviews. They all look the same. They got, hey, look, I got a white background and I'm taking photos. Or, hey, I know the whole history of all these characters. Big deal. Do you got personality? I bet you don't. But you know who does? Flipper Frank. And he's going to give you these reviews and he's going to entertain you, because Flipper Frank, he's an entertaining guy. And if you like this segment, we'll keep doing them. Hell, who am I kidding? Of course you're going to like them. Why? Because Flipper Frank has his finger on the pulse. He knows what the fans want to see. Hey, Flipper Frank, you can't make a claim like that. You just started. Well, you know who once just started? Elvis Presley. You know who else once just started? Mariah Carey. You know who else? The Wu-Tang Clan. Yeah, I know who the Wu-Tang Clan is. You got the RZA, the Jizza, Method Man, Ghostface Killer, ODB, rest in peace. Surprised that I know that? You know why I know that? Because cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. That is my favorite song. You know why? Because cash rules everything around me. I love cash, and I'm going to tell you how you can make cash too. So stick around, because you're going to want to tell your grandkids one day, hey, I was there. I was there for that very first review. And I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up crushing Mad Hatter Reviews. If we just do one segment and you get double the subscribers, triple the subscribers, hell, you better give me a piece of the pie. Just kidding, Mad Hatter. So ignore all those other reviewers that are all about the love of the toy and the art of the toy. Hey, I'm in love with that too. I'm a fan. But I also like to tell you about an important thing that they miss, and that is the collectible value. That's right. We want to know that the stuff we got is valuable. And on that note, without further ado, let's go ahead and review the G.I. Joe Classified Major Bludd. Major Bludd, you know what? I was a huge G.I. Joe fan back in the day. My memory's a little hazy, but I look at this guy and it's all coming back to me. So, Major Bludd, obviously he's a major, which means he's one of the good guys. He's in the army. You know what? Now that we're talking about him, I do remember this guy. He's fighting against the Snake Man, and he's like, hey, Joe, see, I told you I'm a fan. So he comes in a nice little box right here. You got the G.I. Joe Classified, and then you got the artwork of Major Bludd. This is pretty cool. You got all of these insignias. I bet somebody knows what they mean. Then right here, what does that say? Cobra Island. I guess that's where the Snake Men live or something. And then in the back, you got this dude looking like a badass. Hey, he reminds me of someone. I was real excited to get this guy, and I got 7 of them, which is also a good thing. And on that note, this is a Target exclusive. Now, a lot of people roll their eyes. Oh no, a Target exclusive. How am I going to get them? Well, you don't have to worry about how you're going to get them. You can get them from me. All right. I will be putting the eBay link in my description, but I'm also going to give you some tips. So, as you know, Target exclusive. Target tends to open up at 8 a.m. That's typically when all the the fans line up to try to get in. But there's a little trick that they don't know about. At 7 a.m. is when they open up to senior citizens. Now you're looking at me and going, hey, Flipper Frank, you look like a young guy. You ain't a senior citizen. That don't matter, because if you go to Amazon, you can get yourself a beard, $5, $10. I put that on. I show up at 7 a.m. Nobody asks me any questions. And if they do, I'm like, hey, I'm an old man. I don't know where my ID is. And they just let me right through. And then I get all the exclusives. You also might be saying, hey, why get them all? Okay, why don't you just leave them for us? Well, that's a dangerous game, okay? Let's say I do leave them there. Guess what happens next? Some mother comes around the corner with her kid, and the kid goes, hey, mommy, that's pretty cool. What's G.I. Joe? You don't know what this is. And the mom goes, you know what? I'll just buy it for you, Jimmy. And guess what? Now a fan doesn't get to have that. Or what if some dude shows up and he's like, hey, I got to get a white elephant. It's a Christmas party. I guess this Major Bludd looks pretty cool. I'll get him. He don't even know about it. And guess what? Another fan doesn't get this. When I get it, I assure you that the fan gets it in their hands. Yeah, there's a little bit of markup for my troubles and all that, but you're gonna get them and you're gonna love them. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and dive right into the review. First thing I like to do is I got this handy dandy measurement tape right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna measure this sucker. So it looks like he's 7 inches by, what's that, 3 by about 10 inches. So that ain't too bad. Why? Because you can get a small box, and a small box equals small shipping. So what I recommend doing, if you go to the post office, you get this flat rate box, and if you take a look, it'll fit right into the flat rate box. I mean, you got to put some Ralph bags or something just to keep it centered. But the reason why I like this is because you could ship this out for $10. Now, here's the thing. Your buyer on eBay, he don't got to know how much you're shipping it out for. You tell him $25. Ship this out for 10 bucks, and guess what? You get yourself a nice $15 profit on top of whatever this sells for. That's what I love about G.I. Joe Classified. They're so small, and they fit in these boxes perfectly. The other thing you want to check out is the weight of this thing. So I got myself this little handy dandy item scale, and you just turn them on right there, and then all the numbers just show up, and I'll put them right on here, and let's take a look. And he weighs, what's he weigh? He weighs about 7 ounces. That's not too bad. So you get 7 ounces and it fits in a box like that. That means you're gonna make a healthy profit off this sucker. And why? Because this guy costs $20 MSRP in Target, but he is flipping currently anywhere from $50 to $80, depending on where you're from, depending on scarcity and all that. That's a nice, healthy profit. You will triple your profit. And now I got 7 of these. It's for the fans, of course. So Major Bludd, very, very recommended. Great character, great figure, and a great, great flip. So you want to make sure to look out for these. And if you do see them in your local Targets, let me know, because I'll pick them up and I'll make sure that the fans get them. There is one thing that I should mention. Now, this guy that I noticed, I mean, he is 1 of 7 that I got, but he's got a little bit of a rip right there. So that means that I can't really sell this mint on card. Now, if you run into a situation like that where you can't sell it mint on card, typically what I do is I open them up and then I sell them to loose collectors. You know why? Because loose collectors won't pay that much less than the mint on card ones. And I can save on shipping, and that'll defray some of the cost, because when you sell a loose figure, you can put them in an envelope, some kind of padded envelope, stick them in there, and they don't even care. It weighs less. You could probably ship it for about $2, get the same kind of profit. So I figured, since he ain't mint on card anyway, I'll just open them up, and then all you loose collectors could take a look at what you're buying. All right, and we're back. So Major Bludd, boy, howdy. This is a nice looking figure. So you got him right here. He's got his eye patch. He's got his whole scraped up face. Looks like he's got into a lot of battles with the Snake Man. And then he's got his cool little haircut right here. And when you go down right here, he's got this, I guess this is some kind of like pendant or something like that. And he's got all that Kevlar. Look at this armor right here. And then he's got this one hand. It looks like all badass. He's got this gauntlet on there. And he got like a robot arm. So that's pretty cool. And then you get the belt. And then just this real cool holster for a gun. And then you got these armored gauntlets or whatever. And I've seen other toy reviewers do it, but just in case anyone wants to know, his head swivels around, looks up and looks down, and you got the ball joints right here. And you got, I guess, what they call that, double joints in the elbow. That's pretty, cause see, I know my terminology. And you got twist in the waist right there. Twist all the way. That's pretty cool. And you got the ball joint right here, and then you got the double knee joint. That's pretty cool. And then you got this this ankle, and it's doing all kinds of business. You can stand him up pretty well. Now, in terms of accessories, he's got this gun right here. I think this one fits in the holster. And then you got this other gun. Looks like a hand cannon right there. And another thing that I should mention is, if that loose collector, if you don't like the price, sometimes you could piece out these accessories and kind of sell them that way. So I could charge like about $3 for this gun, $3 for the other gun. And then you got this jetpack. It's like Boba Fett right there. And this goes right on here. You can just snap it on. Come on, man. Trying to snap it on. And he's got these 2 missiles that I guess, I don't know, maybe they fit into the backpack. I'll check it out and see if I can play with it a little bit and maybe take some pictures. But oh, looks like my power went out. That means that I got to wrap up Flipper Frank reviews and hit up some more Target and see if we can get that power back up. So anyway, new segment, Flipper Frank reviews. Give us, what is that, a like and a subscribe and all that. Show that Mad Hatter what a real toy reviewer is. He's the new thing. He's the new Coke. He's the new Color Me Bad, whatever the kid's listening to. So that's it. Gonna go to Target, see if we can get those lights back on, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.